So Sean said something that I fuck with heavy. You know what I'm saying? Right, my man. Okay, cool. He said, you don't get over it, you just get through it, right?
Right.
And I've been dealing, like, not just dealing with a lot, but I've been looking at a lot of things that come my way. And so that resonated with me because I was thinking about what does it mean to be a man in today's society, right? Because I ran into something where the guy was breaking down what it means to be a man in general. Like, being a man was this, right? And I'll give you some more context so you can understand what I mean. Because I agree with the dude, but I'm curious about how you define being a man in today's society. But he was like, that being a man means you eat it. You shut the fuck up. You don't get sad. You don't get mad. You're expected to perform at all times. You're expected to take care. If something goes wrong in your relationship, it's your fault. If something goes wrong in her relationship with you, it's your fault. Everything is your fault. You don't have any days off. You don't have your mental health. Don't give a fuck about your mental health. Being a man means you have to be on and performing at all times with little to no help. Like being a man, like it was like that.
Be a man.
Being a man.
I think those are society norms, but like when you really break it down, man, that's not healthy.
It's not healthy at all.
It's not healthy at all.
So which I get, right? Like I listen to that, I'm like, damn, but he ain't lying. As a man, I'm like, he ain't lying.
There's some truth to like nobody cares about your mental health.
Yeah.
You gotta eat it. There's a lot of truth, like you said, it's not healthy, but there is a lot of truth that society expects us to respond to things. Like we talk about it all the time, man, and you know, I only started really seeing it on the women's side, like athletically, like I need a mental health day. Like Simone Biles said, I can't perform in the Olympics because of mental health. We had a whole episode about it. But now Ben Simmons, Calvin Ridley from the Falcons, he hasn't played because of mental health.
The Ben Simmons stuff.
So my thing is like, yes, that's not healthy, but like there's a difference between mental toughness and mental health. I think men have to be mentally tough.
There you go.
Right?
Tell me the difference between that, because to me there's no difference.
It is though.
To me, mental health is more about the. I'm trying to think of how to explain it in a way that's simple.
Where's the bar? Because mental toughness and mental health,
inertia
your mental toughness might be in an area where it's mentally unhealthy for me. And then my mental health might be somewhere where your toughness can get you through that. So I mean, like, it's relative, right?
They're complementary to one another, but to me, mental health is about how you are absorbing life, right? Like, how are you absorbing life? Like, how is that affecting your brain? Mental toughness to me is, regardless of what's going on in your life, what's the actions that you're taking based on, like, the tasks that you got to complete. Right.
I think the reason why you even had the disparity was because, you know, mental health, well, I'll say it this way. In today's society, people blame everything, and you can fall back on mental health.
Yeah.
Right?
It's a cop-out.
Yeah, it's a cop-out, exactly. So we got to the point where it's like, well, yes, we understand mental health is an important thing, but also you have mental toughness to where, again, sometimes you just gotta persevere.
So do you need to be mentally healthy to persevere?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you could be.
They go hand in hand.
Yeah, exactly.
But what we were saying was, again, 9 times out of 10 in today's society, people just kind of rely on, okay, man, mental health. I'm just gonna be lazy and say I got a mental health day and not be accountable to myself. We're like, no, like, take your mental health seriously, but at the same time, accountability comes into it, right? Yeah. So
I agree with it. It sounds like you guys are saying, which is the epitome of toxic masculinity. But what you guys are saying is that you can be emotionally exhausted, but because of your mental toughness, you still go out and perform the task out of the obligation to complete the task that you have to complete. Like, you're the man, it's your role, it's your duty. You go perform that duty, whether you have it in your tank or not. It needs to get done. So then your mental health becomes a secondary to the obligation, which again is detrimental to your mental health. So toxic masculinity, when we talked about it before, was about being aware of your mental state.